It's been good. It's been good. It's been welcoming, for sure, and it's just been good experience. Obviously, the environment's been great here. The guys are great. It's been a good experience. Yes. I maybe supposed to been here sooner, but everything happens in everyone and God's timing, I guess. But I'm just happy to be here. That's all I can say. Yeah, because I never played too well on the opposing side when I came to Palau. Never. I probably have maybe one or two good games in this arena as an opposing player. So it's been good being a local player and playing a little bit better here. It was just timing. I want to say they came a little bit later before I signed. They came right before I signed the contract extension already. Obviously, it wasn't out yet, but they approached and I had already signed, so it was kind of, I guess, too late. Yeah. The first one is the sun. The sun. Good weather, the sun. You know what? I've played in like huge arenas, and like this one is obviously not so big, but it's a classic. It's older, and I guess you can say that's probably the biggest difference in just arena-wise. Europe-wise, obviously Spain is Spain. You can't compare it to a lot of other places. Bologna is a very small, oriented place where everyone knows everyone. Yeah, just I guess this depends on what you like. I guess not much. If anybody, Dusko said a lot about it. I don't know if you guys probably do know Daryl Middleton.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot. Yeah, I still talk to him, so we talked about the Spanish League a lot, and you said how tough it was. But I wish I would have came here earlier. Just kind of experienced that. Still super competitive league, super fast, and it's an experience that kind of differentiates from other places. You know what is? I want to say it was. I had to buy into it. At first, I wasn't sold. I was ready to get back home. I just remember one conversation I had with my agent. We're coming back from dinner. He visited me in Germany, and I told him that this is the route that I really wanted to approach, and I was going to completely buy into it. And I've been happy with that decision. I haven't missed home one bit. Sometimes I like being over here more than I like being at home, especially when obviously I have younger brothers, and my younger brother is over here as well, so it's really no reason for me to go home. So it's been good. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. You know, it was tough. It was tough. You know what? I think I cried once when it happened. I knew that it happened, but after I got the news, the MRI, I got home, went to my bathroom, and kind of let it out. And that was the last I kind of pouted about it or moped, or however you want to say it. It was the last time I was sad about it. It was just time to get back to work. And obviously a lot of people have came back from it, so my goal was just to try to come back as strong as possible. You know, I didn't think of it. I didn't think about that in that way. I just knew that if I put the work, that I can kind of get back to who I was. And when I finally started playing again, we made it to the Final Four again, and I was still one of those top guys. So it was just, I just felt like if I put the work in, everything would take care of itself. I didn't forget how to play basketball. And I know if I just kept working, kept trying to build my strength, that nothing would kind of stop me from getting to where I needed to go. I have. The older I've got, the more I've changed. So now, for example, I don't eat chicken. I don't eat any meat. Only fish and stuff like that. So I'm trying to change things up, and so far it's been great for me. I feel great. My body usually feels great. Stuff I can't say is I don't have that soreness that I used to have when I was eating all that other stuff. So that's probably the biggest thing for me, is just trying to find ways to keep staying at that level and keep kind of competing. You know, when he was in Russia, we had a couple series together and a lot of games together. So I knew that he was a great strategist and whatnot. I still remember we were up maybe 3-1 in the finals in Russia, and they found a way to win 3 straight games, and he had a good game plan for me. You could tell that he had a good mindset of the game. So that's the one thing I can say, just going against him, that preparation, he usually has his guys ready and they know all the information. If I had to point one thing out, it wouldn't be like coach-wise. It would be just the players-wise. The players that willing to accept accountability, responsibility, knowing right from wrong. I feel like before we were doing a lot of blaming of each other and not really taking accountability for our play. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think just the players of knowing that no matter who comes in here, no matter who's the coach, we have to, as players, have to be accountable for ourselves and know that whoever's sitting on that bench with us, they can't play the game. We're playing, so we have to kind of hold each other accountable. Obviously we're a talented offensive team. We have guys that can score the ball, but defensively, it's one of those things where he's really holding us accountable on. And like I said, we have to win games like that. We're not always going to make shots. So defensively is something that he's really hanging his hat on and making sure everybody knows exactly what needs to happen. And if you mess up, everyone knows who messed up. There's no, maybe it was him, maybe it was him. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. No, it's not surprising for me. Maybe it's surprising for them because they're not in the gym with me and they're not putting up shots with me. They're just watching from the outside or computer or whatever you want to say. But it's easy for people to throw rocks at a glass window outside and not knowing what's going into the work that's being put in. So everybody has an opinion and kudos for them, but they don't kind of dictate what I can do. Yeah, it's definitely tough, especially when you had these weeks where you come in double weeks and then you have some teams that are not playing the European competition and they're practicing a whole week just for you, and we have sometimes a day, less than a day to kind of prepare for them, and usually it's tough. It's definitely tough. With that aspect, it's definitely tough, but Spanish League in general is so fast and you have to come to play every game here, by far. Just the speed of the game is a lot of up and down. I have to really say that it's just the speed of the game is really fast here. Yeah, I feel fine about it. I think I can play.
You will play more.
Yeah, I can play more if it needed. Like I said, I do a great job taking care of my body, so it's never a doubt of if my body's gonna hold up. Obviously, injuries are part of the game. Anything can happen, but I kind of do my best to kind of avoid that and take care of my body as much as possible so I can play in these games. To be honest, I felt better this year than I did last year. Last year, I used to step out of bed and I'm like, man, this doesn't feel good in those first couple of steps. But now, maybe it's my diet, maybe it's the Barcelona sun. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure, but I haven't been really having any problems with that. I think it's pretty good. Probably who I talk to the most is the Americans, Sato, Jan, Toko, obviously. But I feel like we all kind of have a good relationship. These guys have been together for a couple of years, and I feel like I'm a guy that can get along with anybody. So I'm probably the jokester, so I can kind of fit in any crowd, if you want to say that. This home. I'm usually home. I like playing video games. I haven't been able to play it much just because I don't know what it is. Usually I'm playing a lot of video games, but this year I haven't really played much, but just being home with family, that's about it, man. I'm a homebody. I don't really like leaving. No, I believe so. Obviously everyone has their opinion of what a team should need or whatnot, but I feel like we just follow what we need to, and everybody plays their part and just gives a little extra to help the next guy. I think it's possible. I don't always feel the most talented team wins EuroLeague. Sometimes, obviously you have these big rosters, but I feel like we have the roster to compete with anybody in EuroLeague. It's tougher just because the games, the multiple double weeks. Now that there is kind of, you have less rest, so obviously the games aren't going to be as high level sometime, and you're going to have to really grind it out. But obviously it's been tougher every year, especially when you add teams and better players are coming over and whatnot. So it's getting tougher than it was when I first got in. I don't know, man. Right now I'm happy. Obviously, I just want to finish the season here and just see where it goes. Obviously, my body's doing me well right now, and hopefully it can continue. But if I can keep playing, I'm gonna keep playing. If I can keep competing at a high level, I'm gonna keep doing that. The moment I feel that someone's picking on me or saying, "Hey, bring this guy to the ball screen," attack this guy, then probably I'm gonna get out of there. It's a tough situation. Obviously, EuroLeague has built something phenomenal here, and it's something that I don't think can be replicated. Obviously, the NBA has done the NBA is the NBA, and they're great at marketing and kind of bringing in business, but I don't know if you can replicate the fans, the atmospheres, and whatnot that these teams have been around for years, multiple years. So I feel like that's something hard to replicate, and it's something that is not going to be an easy job. You know what? If they do decide, hopefully I'm still here to experience that. I'm all about experiences, so if it does happen and EuroLeague, they do decide, hopefully I can just experience it. It is one more experience I can add to life, I guess. You know what? You kind of never know. You kind of just put your head down and work. I had the opportunity before I signed the 3-year deal with CSKA to go to OKC. I met with them. They brought me to the office and brought me to the facilities, and it's just about what you want to do with your life. And I felt that with CSKA, like that became home. I really love those guys, and it wasn't something that I could leave. It's going to be a war. I just seen that they sold out their tickets in 6 minutes, so I'm assuming.
The most amazing court of Europe.
Yeah. So and they're good right now, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting. Obviously, the atmosphere is going to be crazy, and hopefully we can just get out there and get a win. I don't know. Me and my wife have talked about it a couple of times about living out here. I don't think neither one of us are brave enough to do it, just to leave all our family back in the States. But hopefully when I'm finished, I can still kind of stay around doing something. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm not going to give up on Europe.
Barcelona has a change.
Barcelona is a good
Barcelona's a good place to do that, but yeah, I'm not going to give up on Europe. I've enjoyed it too much, and it's been a big part of my life so far. So I guess we'll see.